Megazord is here, along with a ton of Battle Royale stuff given to us in creative mode. This is actually a really good update. All right, let's start off with some leaks. And this one, it may be for creative mode, maybe not. But the monolith prop has been enabled for UEFN, but it may or may not be for us. Maybe for like another game mode like Blitz or Reload. I don't know, we'll see. This one's a little bit more cool. We're gonna get the Swarmer and Bomber in the wildlife spawner soon. This should be really interesting. Adding more stuff to the wildlife spawner is actually really good. Just different kind of attack patterns, movement patterns. Always really good to get more wildlife or AI, whatever you want to call it. So I was expecting to get this with this update because we're going to have a lot of these kind of things in today's update. My guess is there was just too many bugs with it or something. You know, bugs. There's bugs with the bugs. But I expect to see this soon. Okay, before we get into the updates, the Megazord is coming. This was a big part of the announcement of this new season, which is really cool. I grew up with Power Rangers. I actually didn't watch that much, but all of my friends loved it. I was more into like Voltron, but it's cool to see this kind of stuff from my childhood growing up. Again, Fortnite, I don't know how much you guys like this kind of stuff. I should be curious. Post in the comments if you're excited about this, but this should be unlocked with different challenges coming up soon. So on September 16th is when this should start unlocking, I guess. Okay, let's get into the actual updates. And we got a few actually really cool things to do with this season of BR. First, we got the Roly Poly spawner. Let's go ahead and place this down. First thing I noticed, it's 1460 memory. That's actually pretty low for, this is like a vehicle type spawner, so that's actually not terrible. Actually, I'm curious what happens if I place. Okay, a second one is only 6 memory, so you can actually probably put down a lot of these. Actually, I wonder how many of these can we actually place down. I mean, I'm assuming it's infinite because I mean we can put down a lot of vehicles and things. I'm just gonna test out putting down, I don't know, 100 or 2 or 3, I don't know. As I was placing these down, I found a bug. I have 50 things selected right now, and it says I have 75 selected, so that's weird. I haven't noticed that yet, but that's okay. I mean, look right here, guys. I have 200 of these things placed, and so far no problems. Let's start the game and just see if there's any issues. Well, yeah, I mean, this all seems to be okay. I mean, I can jump in any one of these and roll around. Okay, I do want to, I have actually never driven one of these things, so we should probably do this for real. I got into like seeing how many we could do first, but you can have a lot of these on your map if you want. All right, yeah, let's just ride this around. So you can just jump on it and it's you jump in it. Okay, this is cool. Looks like I mean, this feels very similar to the inflatable. I mean, I feel like they just reskinned it. Looks like I can charge up by holding down and then boom. Okay, it launches you. Yeah, this is basically just the inflatable, which is cool. I mean, I love the inflatable. I think it's such a fun device. So if you want this kind of gameplay, but not as a device manager, then I think the inflatable is gonna be what you want. But actually, I'm curious what the settings are on this. Okay, let's see. Your typical settings for a vehicle. It has health, unlimited energy. Oh, that's right. So like the energy would be kind of like its fuel, so it slowly runs out of energy as you use it. Can be frightened, so that means that when it's attacked it'll curl up, so you can turn that off. And a way to soothe it, and wow, you can set how long it takes to soothe the bug. Okay, you can also have it to where it spits out the player when it's damaged. Okay, this is cool. Also, you can turn off the base. Okay, the base is off. Oh, maybe I have to start the game for the base to disappear. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, okay, so there we go. It's off now. Wait, what? The base has collision when it's off? Okay, that's weird. And the bug floats. So I would say that's a mistake that Epic made there. And it should, when the base is off, have no collision, and the vehicle or the bug should drop to the ground. So hopefully they fix that, because that's weird. I think in UEFN you could probably turn off the collision on it, but in creative mode you're just kind of stuck. So just be careful when you're placing that down. Now I want to see how it interacts with different things, because how it interacts with things really depends what can we do with this. Like if you're building a death run, for example, if it does interact with these things, you can create different kinds of levels, etc. All right, let's test this out first. Crash pad, does it actually bouncy? Wait, well, whoa, yeah, I mean it interacts. I didn't like jump on it originally, but this definitely works with crash pad. What about the air vent? We're just gonna land straight on top of it and whoa. Okay, yeah, it definitely works with vents, crash pads. Let's try the bumper. All right, here we go. We're just gonna run around. Definitely runs into bumpers. How about a bouncer? Yes, it works on bouncers. Probably all of these things. Yeah, it interacts with tires, etc. What about the deep launch pad? Yep, it works. It was a little funky, the like animation there. Yeah, it works. Okay, now let's try. Okay, movement modulator. We're just gonna run straight into this one. This one is Voltus. Yes, this works. This is sweet. Okay, what about speed? So this movement modulator should increase my speed, and yes. Whoa, yeah, you can totally increase speed with that. That is awesome. So that is actually really good. These things don't always interact with different vehicles, so that kind of changes things. This makes it a little bit more interesting for like maps. Very cool. Okay, that's exciting. All right, the next thing we get is pretty basic but cool. So in the chests and ammos gallery, if you pull it out, you can place it down. You can see all of the chests that we get. You can see the brand new Hive Stash gallery here. So this is really cool. It's like an epic chest. You can choose to put in whatever loot you want in any of these. Now I'm pretty sure with this one, if you shoot it, it opens. Let's just double check here. So we got a gun and then we damage it and boom. Yeah, there we go. That is really cool actually. So that's a cool addition for your maps. If you, I mean, anything with this kind of alien type of look, this would fit in really well. Now this is actually a really big update. They've added new experimental character input, and right now there's not a lot here. So what this means is previously, if you wanted to mess around with people's like controls and what they can and can't do, you have to use the input trigger device. But now they've exposed these actions in verse so that you can access these actions and assign it to buttons. Now this is just not a lot yet, but I'm hoping that eventually they'll expose all the buttons that we can use, whether it's on your controller, whether it's an action within Fortnite. All of those things can be accessed and that we can manipulate it and make whatever we want. This is actually a big jump in the right direction. Even though it's super basic right now, as it expands, it will become incredibly powerful. Okay, we also got a whole bunch of new prefabs and galleries. This is all the OXR buildings, which is cool. You can see the like Hive stuff growing into the buildings. Honestly, a lot of this stuff really reminds me like of the IO prefabs and galleries. Little different shades, a little bit updated stuff. I mean, this is cool. The console with the like alien goo growing on it. I love the like destroyed ceilings and walls. I don't really know how much you'd use this too much in maps though, like the destroyed stuff. Maybe a little bit. Like some of these walls are pretty cool, but it's a very specific look you'd be going for. But I believe that's just this build, this prefab here, versus this one is all put together. You can see that has like the bug logo on it. So some of this you might not use because it is so specific, but there's other things like these consoles, the floors, the walls, has a little bit different feel than the IO that you might actually want. I mean, some of this feels like really good for like Star Wars kind of stuff. I mean, these doors are cool. They slide open and close. Got a bunch of galleries along with it. So this has all of the walls, both the like intact and like full walls to the destroyed walls. Same thing with the roof gallery. You know, we got the destroyed stuff mixed with the non-destroyed stuff. Curious if there's floors. Yeah, there's floors that have like big scratches on it. That's cool. And then we got the prop gallery over here, which I found this prop earlier. This is interesting. So it kind of glows up top, but what's weird about it is further away you get from it, like brighter it gets. You can see it off there. Even when I get out of render distance, like way back here, you still see the light. You can see they use that prop over there as well. Be careful of using that prop because it shows across the entire map. I don't know what the heck this is. A delicious soup or something. They also gave us these really cool landscape galleries. So this one is the Hive Nature Gallery versus that one's the Hive Gallery. So you can see how this is with the Nature Gallery. It has some of the rock formations that make sense for the like Hive landscape, but over here you have more of the different like rock formations. Like this has the gas spewing out of the top. This has some of the blue pock marks in it, a little bit more of the like cave like structures that you can run in and out of. So this is really cool that they gave us this so fast actually, and we got another big update next week. We'll see.